Winter was exactly what they said it would be. In this episode, we'll share our new challenge of managing all of the freezing weather conditions that come with this new environment, along with some of the beauty and highlights we experienced during our first winter in North Idaho, including our first annual polar plunge in the creek. We are Hidden Creek Family Ranch, a 3-generational family teaming up to build our homestead from scratch in North Idaho. The first snowfall of the season arrived on the 1st of November.
That was so fun!
Woo! We're getting some serious snow. And if you watched our previous episodes, you saw that we received a lot of snow before winter even began. We experienced about 4 months of the full range of winter weather conditions. Freezing cold temperatures dropped to a low of -7 degrees Fahrenheit, while the highs were usually in the 30s and 40s. This region receives an average 60 inches of annual snowfall and about 80 days of snow falling from the sky, whether it's for 5 minutes of flurries or 5 days of blizzard. Long spans of short, dreary, gray-skied days, broken up intermittently by beautiful bursts of sunshine, bright blue skies, and warmth. Our beloved creek that we spent most of the summer splashing around in to escape temperatures that sometimes climbed over 100 degrees, was now frozen over with a layer of ice. And the big rock that the girls and their friends cannonballed off of was now completely covered in snow. And the snakes, fish, frogs, and turtles that freely roamed and thrived here now hibernated beneath the frozen surface. Our land was completely covered in a frozen layer of white. The snow served as an acoustic buffer, muffling noises both near and far, further accentuating the feeling of dormancy. The constant fluctuation of temperatures brought a constant fluctuation of conditions. A day or two of snow was usually followed by a brief period of blue skies, sunshine, and fluffy powder. Temperatures would begin to rise. The snow would begin to melt. And then it would inevitably rain, surrounding us with puddles of slush. Then temperatures would drop below freezing again, turning everything to ice. Our driveway turned into an ice rink. So we all began wearing ice cleats on our boots to prevent us from slipping and falling. It's another amazing day out here. It's cold. It's a little bit windy, so the wind chill factor definitely increases the intensity, but it's still just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I'm dressed appropriately, so I feel great. Out here walking, getting some cardio, getting Ranger a little workout going on. Got the train going by again. Dang, I love this place. We seemed to cycle through all of the winter weather patterns and conditions weekly. Snow, sunshine, rain, slush, ice, and fog. These constantly changing conditions required constant maintenance and upkeep, mostly consisting of plowing and shoveling. Between David and my dad and myself, our entire 3/4 mile road and driveways were always well plowed. It was just a matter of who got to the tractor first. The shoveling is honestly not my favorite, but once I get started, I enjoy it, and I consider it to be a pretty great workout. It's also a necessity because there are just some jobs the tractor can't do. And one of those jobs is the snow and ice that accumulates on the edges of the bridge where the tractor's plowing blade can't reach. Another job is removal of the snow and ice on the roof of the mobile home. It's a metal roof, but the pitch isn't steep enough for the snow to easily slide off unless it's really warm outside. When too much weight accumulates, the frame of the home becomes too stressed, and we can't close the front or back door easily. Attempting to remove the snow with a shovel is pretty ineffective, so I used this snow roof rake that Dad and Carol bought, and that did the job. So I'm up here on this ladder doing some pretty serious snow removal off of the roof of the mobile home while David's out plowing the slushy road before things get too cold and start freezing. We just got to lighten our load around here. There's a lot of snow. We don't want to have a lot of ice. Most of the work around here can be easily anticipated, but on a handful of occasions, one of us or our neighbors ended up getting their vehicle stuck in the snow. I just hope my mouth is frozen, I can't talk. North Idaho certainly is introducing us to a true North Idaho winter. From sliding on an icy bridge to hitting a deer on the highway and taking out the front grill, and getting vehicles stuck in the snow and moving our neighbors out of the snow after they got stuck. And today is the first day of winter. We've only just begun. Oh, my lips are frozen. We good?
Yeah, we're good.
Got it.
Thank you, honey.
Yeah, I love you. So glad we have this tractor.
So now, have all 3 vehicles been stuck?
Technically, I don't believe the Silverado has been stuck yet, but
Okay.
It's the first day of winter, so, you know, we got time for that.
When we left Southern California, we also left our 2-wheel drive Jeep because we just didn't see it fitting in with this terrain. So for about 6 months, we were a 1-car family relying solely on our Chevy Silverado. But with David traveling often, sometimes internationally for work, the day finally came for us to purchase a second vehicle that was appropriate for our new home. We acquired this previously owned 2021 Subaru Forester with all-wheel drive so the girls and I could easily and safely get around town and up to our local ski resort.
I'm dodging potholes.
Driving's fun, right?
We are fully aware of just how short and precious our girls' childhood is, so we invest a lot of time and effort to ensure that we're present with them, enjoying every stage of this adventure we're on together.
You went up on the snow.
As we adapt to our new environment and begin building our homestead. And although there's quite a bit of extra work required in the wintertime, it's not enough to prevent us from having fun and enjoying ourselves. I built my first ever igloo. David built a sledding park in our front yard. And we went snowboarding every week at Schweitzer Mountain. Our first winter here was beautiful and full of new experiences. And even though we haven't started building our house yet, this is home.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
As we celebrated our first Christmas at Hidden Creek, we were filled with gratitude for all that we have accomplished in taking steps toward achieving our dream.
Even in the hard time, you and I can weather any storm.
And even though we have a long way to go and a lot of work ahead of us, there's nowhere else we'd rather be than right here, right now.
No limit to what we can do.
To ceremoniously acknowledge all the goals that we have achieved and all the challenges that we face, David and I decided to begin a new tradition, our first tradition and rite of passage here at Hidden Creek Family Ranch, the New Year's Day Polar Plunge.
With you and I, the future is bright. You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard time, you and I can weather any storm.